Warning.
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 Warning. You are entering into the unplugged mind of Paul Clough. Too late. Personal Development Unplugged.
Welcome to this longer podcast. And the missing part of success. Why thinking isn't enough. You see, you can say things like, I'm a winner. I got this all day long. I can do this. And if you say it loud enough and long enough, then maybe it'll come true. But the thing is, it's not just what you keep saying. They just don't fall into place. Because there's a reason for this. It really is. So maybe it'll come true, maybe it won't. But here's the thing. What if I told you this? That's literally only half of the story. We call that part the winning mindset. And some people will just say, the winning mindset is all you need. Say it over and over again, long enough, loud enough, and you'll get there. No, that's not really the case, is it? It's only half the story. You see, have you ever noticed this? You know exactly what to do. You've read all the books, you've dived deep, you've read everything. You've seen all the blooming videos. You've got it all inside here. You say those affirmations. I got this, I'm a winner, everything else. And you visualize the goals. In fact, you can do this over and over again because you've got the t-shirt. You've got the multi-vision t-shirt with all the visualizations and everything. But nothing really changes, does it? You had that experience? You know, you maybe sit there and go, well, what's happening? I really put everything in to learn this stuff. And it's just not going on. You know, could you remember what that feels like? And what does it feel like in your body? Isn't it sometimes like a little bit of a void and there's a little bit of sadness, maybe a little bit of grief and sometimes guilt because you spent so much time on it and it's just not showing and giving the fruits, bearing fruit. Now, what tends to happen then is you drift back. You're drifting back into that old way. And you see, there's a really good reason, not an excuse, there is a reason for this. You know, and you might even say, come on, Clovey, why is that? Tell me. You see, because up here, that's where you've got the psychology of success, that winning mindset. But you see, something is missing. And you know what it is? It's down here in the body. That's the other side. It's all about mind-body connection. Think about it. The mind-body connection. And you can't really have one without the other. Think about it now. Everyone talks about mind-body connection, but you can't have a mind without the body. It comes together, don't they? You can't have a body that doesn't reflect what your mind thinking. You know, you can say, I'm happy, but your body, if you're not happy, your body doesn't reflect that, and you're just walking around. You know, you can walk around in a slump, being depressed, and you've got that physiology of depression or anxiety, and you're all tight, and you can say, oh, I'm so relaxed. That ain't happening, is it? Because the mind and the body work together. And that's always. Now, you don't normally get an always, because people say, oh, it's too general. You can't have generalizations, but you can here, because it's always the mind and body work together. You see, if you say, I've got this, but your body's not quite sure, guess which one wins? And it's the other way around too. If your body's there and your mind isn't there, you still won't get it. Because they're not separated. And that's where we want to go. See, most people, I have to say this, most people miss this. Play with me for a minute. Play with me. This is what I want you to do. Now, you might want to just think about it. Visualize it with open eyes, because you can do that, because that's what's called daydreaming, isn't it? But if you want to close your eyes, and it's safe to do so, you might want to get a little bit more focused, because it just takes away the distractions. So if it's safe to do so, you can close your eyes. It's not hypnosis, not yet. But this is what I want you to do. Let's just play for a minute. Think about someone who has what you want. Just take a moment and keep it simple. Keep it simple. Just something that you want. Maybe they have, I don't know, confidence. Maybe they have the success in a particular area. Not general, because we're going to be a bit more specific than that, but it's in an area of your life that you would like to have, but they have it, what you want. So maybe they have that confidence, they maybe have the success. Maybe they're just at ease with what they're doing. It just seems that they just do it so naturally. Now remember, you're seeing that the result of probably years of practice. But it's because of that practice, it's become that easy for them. Now just take a moment. See it in your mind's eye. See them in your mind's eye. As if they're over there. Just below you. I love it. Just below you and in front of you, so you can look down upon them and at them. And just notice this, if you would. Notice how they move. How are they moving? Just notice everything about that. Do they have a strength about their walk or their movement, or is it fluidity? How are they standing? How are they standing? Because, mind, body, this is just, they're together, they're aligned, aren't they? Their non-verbal communication is there because they are aligned. There's no doubt in this. How do they stand? And when they're moving or just standing still, notice if you could just focus in now. If you could just focus in a little bit more. How do they breathe? Are they breathing at the top of their chest? Are they breathing in the middle, or are they really got that slow breath? Because in different ways of being, sometimes we do have to breathe a little bit higher up in the chest. Sometimes we're visualizing stuff and we're thinking that way, and it gets a little bit more excitable maybe. But maybe other times when they feel at ease, they've got that slow breath. Because they're not just thinking about success. No, they're not. They're not just thinking about how confident they are, how at ease they are. They're not at all. They're embodying it. 100% aligned, congruent. They are it, mind, body, everything. And you see that, what you see there, that's the physiology of success. And you've seen it before. You've seen how other confident people or people at ease just move. They are confident in their competence. We've talked about this before. They're not overconfident. They give an appearance that they're confident, but they're confident not outwardly, but inwardly. They're confident about their competence. They just know. It's as if they just glide through life that way. And that's the physiology of success, as I said. And it's the whole system, by the way. It's not just one or the other. It is the movement, the breathing. Maybe there's a tone of voice. It's the energy that they're using and give out. It's all of that. Yeah? And it all lines up, doesn't it? It all lines up. It's one line. It's congruent. It's alignment in its best way. Because that's what it is. And when it lines up, you're not faking it. You're being it. Because that's the thing. We've talked about fake it till you make it. Said it so many times that I hate the bloody saying, because in the title it's got faking. And when you're faking something, this, the mind, and this, the body, is not lined up. And you can see it. You can see it in their non-verbal communications, the way they move their body. It's not, the voice and the words don't match the physiology. That's faking it. But this isn't. It all lines up. It's being it. Being the person. So, if you opened your eyes, by the way, or if you close your eyes, you can open again, because we're going to close them again. Because I want to do a little process with you. I want you to, let's call it, step into the physiology of success, because we don't always do this. We always try to get our mind and the voice and everything else together, but I want you to step into the physiology of success. So let's take a moment. And again, if it's safe to do so, I'd love you to close your eyes. If it isn't, I think sometimes it might be best just to pause and come back to this, or just listen to it and make sure you want to come back to it, because even just listen to it does give you an idea of what we're going to be doing. So you're prepared, but I want to make sure that you don't just listen and then not do it, because that would be a waste of bloody time. Waste of time. So if you're going to listen to it, make sure you put a time when you're going to do it and make it like a timestamp on this, where you're going to come back to. But if it's okay, and it's safe to do so, this is a time where you're going to be undisturbed, just for a few moments, just minutes. Undisturbed, and it's safe to do so. I'd love you just to close your eyes. Is that okay? That you just close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, I'd love you to take a gentle in-breath. That's right. Just gently breathe in and then breathe out. Just notice you can feel so relaxed as you breathe out. It's as if you're being pulled inside. And you can just ask yourself, what would it be like if I was twice as comfortable as I feel right now? What would that be like to feel that now? And allow that to go through every cell and fibre of your whole being. And I want you to begin to bring to mind, think of something that you want to succeed in. Now, I want to just point this out now. Make sure it's something that's going to be meaningful to you. This is not an experiment where you go, well, I'll do it on this first and then I'll do it on the meaningful stuff. Because if you do it on the stuff that isn't meaningful, what's the point? But make it a simple thing. Let's just go through the process easily and effortlessly. But pick something that is meaningful to you. A goal, a desire, something that you want to succeed in. And as you bring that to mind, imagine this. You've already got it. You've done all the work. You've done all the work and you've got it. Not someday in the future. Oh no, you've got it right now. And as you do that, and you just imagine you've got it right now, where are you? Look around. What surrounds you? And what is this environment you're in? And as you notice this environment you're in, more importantly, notice you. You're here. How are you standing? How are you standing? Feel the muscles. Feel the balance. Feel how strong, rooted, grounded you can feel now. Even if you're moving, you can feel that stability. There, feel it now. How are you breathing now? How are you breathing when you have this success right now? This thing that is meaningful to you, the thing that you really desire, this goal. You've got it now. How are you breathing? That's right, just notice that. And what's the expression on your face? Is it a focused expression? Is it smiling? Or is it just a loose, relaxed way of being? Have you got, if you could see it, a sparkle in your eye? Eyes. That's right, can you feel the softness or tension in your cheeks? Yeah. And your shoulders, how are they? How are those shoulders? At ease, or are they a little tense? Sometimes we need to just have that little bit of tension, and sometimes we just have total comfort, relaxation. But this is your dream, your goal. You've got it now. So how is it for you? And how do you move your head? How do you move your head? You can be aware of things going on. So you might be focused looking directly ahead of you, or maybe you're taking different things in as you're looking at different people, being connected, if that's what's important to you. And as you do this, I want you to notice something different. I want you to notice this particular thing because it's really important now. And this thing that's really important is, this is you acting as if. Now. That's it. This is you. This is the way you would act, having achieved that goal, that desire, that thing that you want to succeed in that's so meaningful to you. And very gently, now, allow your body to just begin to match this version of you. That's right, allow your body right now to match this version of you. Maybe your spine, your back just shifts a little bit. That's right. Maybe your breathing deepens just a little bit. Your face maybe softens or becomes more certain. Feel it now. Allow it to happen now. Just tiny adjustments. We're not forcing it. We're allowing it. Just allow it to happen as you just fit into this body. That's right. And notice as you do this, what happens inside. Take a moment, there's no rush. Just notice what happens inside right now. Because when your body changes, the mind follows. And when the mind and body align, that's where things just click into place. So just take that all in. All in and get your unconscious mind. I want your unconscious mind to take that all in too, at an even deeper level, a more specific level. Notice all the changes of what it's like to have this goal, this desire, the thing that's important to you, that you wish to succeed in. Have it all at the unconscious level so you can bring that back when you're ready. And just wonder, as you can begin to take a nice in-breath, you can begin to wonder how this will affect all other areas of your life. Yeah, all other areas. And the thing is, this isn't about pretending. It's not fake it until you make it. Because you're not faking it. Because you know when you're faking it, don't you? And this feels so much different. So open your eyes and notice. This is all about becoming aligned, isn't it? Aligned with who you really are. And that's the thing, who you really are. That's all you have to think of now, is who you really are. At your best. Succeeding at the things that are important to you. Because when they're important to you, you've got the motivation anyway. It's just putting the pieces of the puzzle, the mind and the body together. We call it becoming congruent. Your mind and body totally aligned to who, you at being your best. And you can do this for everything, can't you? Anything and everything. And it isn't a version of you have to create. That's the thing. Because it's what you uncover. You've got all these resources inside you. You're just putting them together, so you're uncovering it. And it's been here all the time. We forget it sometimes because we've got it all the time. And the real thing when you think about it now, and I want you just to think about this, when you were feeling it and thinking of how it would affect all other areas of your life, and specifically the goal itself, the desire, just notice how comfortable you are, how safe you are, how the confidence in your competence just lets any anxiety, fear just evaporate, disappear. Because this is a much safer way of being. You're aware, you're acting to your true potential. And when you act to your true potential, this is it. And you're growing. Yeah. And if you go back to FMQ 530, there's something to think about here. If you don't step into this, what are you holding back from? What are you thinking of losing? The old ways, the old way of being, because it was just an old way of being. That old version of you, which is now discarded. Because maybe this is, if this is something that you can't quite get, you have to think about what you're afraid of losing. And we went into that deeply on the longer podcast as well, linked to FMQ 530. But now, you can even remember that feeling now, can't you? I can feel it. You see, you've got all the pieces. You've got them all. You've got the pieces of the puzzle. We've now just shown you the picture. And it's just about putting them together, slowly, easily, comfortably. Just putting them together, driving your bus. I mean, you do drive your bus. This is the metaphor I like to use. I didn't make it up, by the way. I think it was made up by Richard Bandler. I don't even know that, the NLP guru man. Guru? No, he's not a guru. He is a genius of NLP. But you drive the bus. I'm just helping to guide you, just maybe moving the steering wheel or telling you what gear to go into. Because you've got it all together. I'm just here trying to shine a light on the bits you're missing or you haven't noticed. I'd love you to share. I love you anyway, but I'd love you to share this with somebody because it'll make a difference to them. And guess what? Was that complicated? Was it bugger? It wasn't complicated at all because in simplicity there's genius. And it's just about shining the light on the things sometimes that we're not seeing. Bringing the spotlight into your wonderful skills that you have, the resources you have. They're all there. We just weren't accessing them. And now, when you put that goal in mind now, you've got a direction. You've got a direction. It's not a thing. It's a direction, a path you're following. And when you have this mind-body connection, you'll adapt. You'll evolve. Moving towards that ultimate vision of yourself. But if you would share this with your best friend or anybody, basically anybody, because we can all do with this type of insight to realize that We have it. We have it all already. We don't have to go somewhere to find ourselves, because wherever you go, you're already here. You just look inside for the resources you've already got. Get those positive beliefs. Get those, skills and resources. Because you see, if there's anything about this that has sprung up into your mind, going, yeah, well, but let me know. Email me, feedback@personaldevelopmentunplugged.com. Because there might be that little thing, as we said, things holding you back, things you're frightened of losing. And we'll do a deeper dive on that too. Because it's important to me that you are able to be your best self, your ultimate vision, or move towards your ultimate vision of yourself, because that will always keep changing. We can always be a little bit better, but as long as we're having fun doing it. Because the thing about having fun is, what I want you and your unconscious mind is to have more fun than you can stand. And I'd like to speak to your unconscious mind just for 1 second, well, maybe 5. I'd like you, the unconscious mind, to surprise them. Surprise them to feel happy for no reason. There you go, my friend. Oh, press subscribe, by the way. Yeah, why not do that before you fly? Because it's time to fly. See you next time. Ta-da.
Warning, you are now leaving the unplugged mind of Paul Clough. It's time to fly on your own. Be brave, my friend.
Personal Development Unplugged.